Our company focuses on energy storage and also EV solutions, and we're bringing to the market affordable battery packs. At this moment, we're not focusing on the high technology because most of the technology for the big players in the game are mainly backed up by, for example, for the South Korean makers, is backed up by the R&D department is backed up by incentives from the South Korean state. So what we're focusing is on established technologies and provide this to the market at an affordable price. So the main issues that we're facing right now, it's under capacity. There is not so much capacity for the high demand that it exists on the market, and actually the most difficult part is the production of batteries. I mean, you have here a lot of capital that has to be blocked for certain years. You also have a lot of technology issues inside the production. Also, the machine makers, there are not so many in the world. And also, until you fine-tune the product and until you get to the quality that big automakers require, that it takes a lot of time. And this whole work is actually the most difficult part in getting the batteries ready for the market. So our group, it's a global group. We have production sites for lead acid in South Africa, in Kenya, in Turkey, in Germany, in China, in Romania. And for lithium-ion, right now we're having only in Romania. We're also planning next year to open up a 100 megawatt hour, a small lithium-ion battery factory in Romania. Also mainly for the European market. To supply it in real time, and also because Romania is inside the European Union, it will be very easy for trading inside the EU. And definitely, as you can see on the map, all the blue countries are countries where we supply batteries, mostly to automakers around the world. When they open up a factory, we also go next to them and build up a battery factory to supply them. From technology-wise, we started 6 years ago. It took us approximately a year to develop the electric drivetrain, and including the battery packs. And to implement it, it was quite short, almost 1 month to implement it on the cars. The most difficult part is that testing the cells inside the laboratory doesn't have so much relevance comparing it to real-life conditions. So what's important is to put the batteries on a car, drive the car for tens of thousands of kilometers in order to see exactly what's happening inside the battery pack, see exactly what's happening inside the cell, and then come back to the drawing board and improve the design, the whole system as a whole. I mean, right now, for example, we're not using any more active cooling in our batteries. We changed that inside the chemistry. So there are improvements that are coming, and also dropping the cost on the whole system as a whole. But for that, you need to really test in real-life conditions. Definitely, it's very important to have financial support in order to keep the competitive edge with the big players. We as a group, we're also supplying to big OEMs, and we're also financially stable in this regard, and also go forward with the development in technology like in real time. You really have to react to the market. We're not focusing so much on the latest technology, but we're focusing, like I said before, in the established technology and bring this to the market. Well, actually, the real problem that I'm seeing in the electric vehicle market is that there are not so many models out there, and the main thing that there are not so many models because all the automakers are having these huge issues with their worker unions, that they cannot retrain all these people. And imagine that they have like these huge departments of motor, of transmission, of exhaust, of air intake, of degazing or controlling the particles for pollution. So all of these departments are now gone from electric point of view. So to retrain all these people, it takes a lot of time, and this is actually the main reason why all the big automakers are moving so slow. For Tesla, for example, it was very easy because it was a startup company starting from the beginning with an electric car, so they don't have this huge problem that the automakers are facing, retraining all their employees or kicking them out, or depending on to find a solution to all of this. From technological point of view, I don't see any problems to have an electric car today, including also chemistry. It's already there to have long range. So I mean, technology is already there. The only problem is how do we implement it in order to be also profitable and become mass market. Well, I think the most important stuff, so this is our third year here at Intersolar, visiting the fair and also exhibiting, is that almost all PV installers, all PV makers now have also an energy solution. Last year there wasn't so many, but this year almost everybody has some sort of an energy storage solution. And this is good news for us because we can see that the battery business will grow and is growing. And yeah, we hope for a very prosperous future.